This presentation is brought to you by Grupo Mariana. Today, you're going to learn what you must know about the perfect investment strategy. My name is Kevin Fleming. I am the co-founder of Grupo Mariana, a Nicaraguan-based development company. Today, you're going to learn what you must know about the perfect investment strategy. Investors are perpetually seeking the perfect investment strategy. Can it be said that a perfect investment strategy is even attainable? While the notion of perfection may be subjective, most would agree that any investment strategy that could be called perfect must address certain key issues. One must thoroughly understand the investment climate, one's principal must be properly allocated, one must find lesser-known investments that produce greater returns, and one must implement strategies that protect the core of any investment, the principal. When planning the perfect investment strategy, what factors should the savvy investor take into consideration? There are many factors that comprise the perfect investment strategy. In this presentation, we will discuss 4 crucial factors that stand out. Understanding the market, hedging against inflation, diversification of your portfolio, and mitigating risk. Any well-rounded investment strategy must address these vital issues. The headline said it all. Many developed nations saw their markets fall into recession as housing and stocks dipped in this challenging economic climate. The United States saw record drops in housing starts, commodity prices, and consumer spending, and the situation was not much better in Europe. In the Far East, manufacturing took a hit, and Asian powerhouse economies were beginning to slow down. The market for their products waned as the global recession has bled their go-to consumers dry. Factories shut down, and people were even moving out of the cities and back to the countryside as jobs were eradicated. In order to properly allocate your capital and protect your investment, you must first understand the market in which you will be investing. The global financial system is in crisis. Amongst all the uncertainty and confusion, where in the world should you put your investment money? Forward-thinking investors know that a full understanding of the market conditions in the past couple of years, namely the rapidly changing markets from 2008 through to 2012, is critical information to have in order to make wise decisions about investments in 2012 and beyond. As savvy investors know, inflation is the enemy of one's investment portfolio. Any gains realized can rapidly be eaten away by inflation. Taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back does not amount to a sound investment strategy. The unfortunate truth is that small gains can become actual losses through the effects of inflation. With Treasury bills paying less than 2% for a 10-year term and inflation running several points higher, even safe investments that protect your principal become losing investments overall. Thanks to the effects of inflation, $100,000 back in 1988 was the equivalent of $51,000 in 2012. From 1913 to 2012, the median rate of inflation was 3.4%, which is higher than the return on many investments. Worse yet, this inflation rate does not factor in food and energy, which often rise more rapidly than other sectors. With 78 million baby boomers set to retire in the coming years, hedging against inflation is more important than ever. The average Social Security monthly check sent out to retirees is just $1,007, or a meager $12,084 a year. With runaway inflation becoming a real concern, what are the chances these small Social Security payments will increase at the same rate? With the large amount of federal stimulus money flooding the United States and similar stimulus programs in many other countries, you must have a powerful inflation protector or you will not be able to live the retirement lifestyle one hopes for. Inflation is becoming a real concern. Those hoping to retire in comfort need to accumulate income-producing assets. It is the only way to hedge against the corrosive effects inflation can have on one's portfolio. One of the best income-producing investments is real estate. When such real estate is located in undervalued but inherently desirable countries, it becomes even better, giving individuals the possibility for stratospheric returns. While stocks and bonds have been the types of investments most commonly purchased, especially in retirement portfolios, they are not the only investments available, nor are they necessarily the best. Smart investors never put all their eggs in one basket. Smart investors look to diversify in areas that offer high value and even higher returns. International real estate has been a great alternative, especially in places that have great potential and are currently undervalued. This means higher real estate returns for investors and greater gains in your investment portfolio if you get in before the crowds. A look at regional growth trends clearly demonstrates the gains that have been realized by well-positioned investors. The good news is that it is not too late to become well-positioned in international real estate. These kinds of gains can still be realized today in one specific country in Latin America. This country is an unpolished gem that is just starting to become known on the world stage, and many prominent publications have recently featured stories about the investment and lifestyle opportunity. In the last few years, favorable articles have appeared in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, LA Times, the Chicago Tribune, the Seattle Times, the International Herald Tribune, the BBC News, Newsweek magazine, National Geographic, and among others. This country has been heralded for its impressive safety ratings. In fact, it was rated as having the lowest crime rate in the Americas, according to Interpol, with only 12 crimes for every 100,000 citizens. The Harvard-affiliated research group, INCAI, rated it as one of the safest countries in the Americas. These kinds of safety ratings are a crucial aspect that buyers look at when choosing a place overseas in which to purchase a second home or retire. This country has many other attractive features that appeal to investors and bode well for not only the future of the country, but for the investment portfolios of those who have been wise enough to invest early. It is one of the largest countries in Latin America and is closer to the United States than Costa Rica. This country has rare freshwater lakes with volcanoes and freshwater sharks, the only of their kind in the entire world. Among numerous other attractions, this country also has charming and well-preserved colonial towns and expansive and unspoiled beaches that line the Pacific and Atlantic coasts. Further adding to the value to one's real estate investment portfolio, this country is one of the most business-friendly countries in the region. This country has implemented highly favorable laws that attract and protect foreign businesses. This country has also passed some of the most comprehensive and attractive laws to entice tourists and foreign retirees. This bodes well for all investments in the country. When planning one's investment portfolio and deciding which real estate to purchase in, smart investors know that not all real estate developments are created equal. One development company offers the best this country has to offer. It is that simple. Great investments have built-in mechanisms to safeguard your money. Some developments lack transparency, which is a risk for those interested in investing in these projects. In the following section, we will look at some of the reasons that this development company is in a class of its own, helping to mitigate your risk. The lack of liquidity for buyers to finance is a risk with many developments. This company has implemented guaranteed financing programs, trade-up programs, and in-house broker programs to resell units on your behalf. With certain developments, investors' deposits can be at risk, but not so with this company. They have associations with both Stewart Title Latin America and First American Title Insurance Company, with associated escrow services. Some developments lack transparency, which is a risk for those interested in investing in these projects. This company has taken transparency to a new level in the region. This company has worldwide expert lawyers on retainer, issues regular press releases and newsletters, and divulges activities through an array of social media outlets. In addition, this company is the only development group in the country that has completed the extensive disclosure process required by the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States. Also working on pending housing and urban development, as well as proper Canadian disclosures in the province of British Columbia. There are closing risks associated with developments that do not hire top-notch attorneys to complete the necessary paperwork and registration processes with the appropriate local authorities. This company uses the top law firm to complete all closing work, ensuring you a proper closing and proper title. Viable exit strategy. Some developments do not have a viable exit strategy for investors. An investment may have appreciated, but the profit is simply theoretical for investors if one is not able to get their money out. This company has unbeatable exit strategies in place to help investors recognize and repatriate their profits. In addition to the in-house brokers that help resell units, there are no competitive developments in the country that match their products. There is nothing else that can compete with this company's offerings, and the demand will reflect that fact. Focusing on prime real estate in a country poised for growth could be the solution you have been looking for. Costa Rica, Mexico, Panama, and other countries in the region clearly demonstrates the gains that have been realized by well-positioned investors. The good news is that it is not too late to become well-positioned in international real estate. These kinds of gains can still be realized in Nicaragua. Many prominent publications have recently featured the charms of Nicaragua. Well-respected publications such as the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, LA Times, Chicago Tribune, Seattle Times, International Herald Tribune, BBC News, Newsweek Magazine, National Geographic. Grupo Mariana has implemented guaranteed financing programs, trade-up programs, and in-house broker programs to resell residential units on your behalf. Grupo Mariana oceanfront communities have title insurance policies from First American Title Insurance Company and Stewart Title Latin America with associated escrow services safeguarding your deposits. Grupo Mariana have worldwide expert lawyers on retainer. Grupo Mariana regularly issues press releases, newsletters, and divulges activities through an array of social media outlets such as our blog, Facebook, and Twitter. Grupo Mariana has completed the extensive disclosure processes required by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Also, we are in the planning stages with pending registration of urban and development and housing and the proper Canadian disclosures in the province of British Columbia. Grupo Mariana is now creating a new standard of excellence for exclusive, sustainable destinations in Latin America. Grupo Mariana offers unmatched oceanfront real estate products such as Seaside Mariana Oceanfront Community, anchored by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, real estate in selected neighborhoods surrounded by a Nicholas-designed golf course, and managed by Kemper Sports Management. Many of these retirees will be looking for warmer climates and countries where their money goes further. Nicaragua fits this bill perfectly. Furthermore, Nicaragua has ironclad laws that ensure foreigners can repatriate their profits, which is a crucial part of any sound investment strategy. If you are finding the current investment climate daunting, focusing on prime real estate in Nicaragua, poised for growth, could be the solution you've been looking for. The time is right in Nicaragua. The perfect investment strategy understands the market and allocates its resources accordingly. It properly diversifies across a myriad of smart sectors, It hedges against inflation so that one's gains are not eaten away. It wisely mitigates risk to avoid catastrophic loss. Grupo Mariana has your investment firmly covered and is in a league of its own and can be a part of your perfect investment strategy. For the past 8 years, we have been invested in this country, and since uncovering its potential to boom, we've discovered the best tracts of land in Nicaragua to develop. The small beach towns that dot the coastline and countryside retain a small town feel and charm, and these areas are beginning to gain popularity and are in close proximity to the city of Managua and the international airport of Nicaragua. For my wife and I, the evolution and development of Grupo Mariana is an act of creation, passion, and determination. Nicaragua is a special place where you are always welcome. It sure can be a great place to call home. The time is most definitely now in Nicaragua. I encourage you to follow us on Facebook and Twitter as we reveal the new Nicaragua to the world. And of course, don't hesitate to call us. We are always happy to provide information and answer your questions about the exciting opportunities in the new Nicaragua. You can reach us in North America toll-free, 888-484-4425. You can call us direct, 786-245-6535 from anywhere in North America. As well, you can call us directly in Nicaragua at our office, area code 505-2276-2028. Our website, www.grupomariana.com. And you are always encouraged to write to us at info@grupomariana.com. This presentation was brought to you by Grupo Mariana, and I trust everybody has learned now what you must know about the perfect investment strategy.